Other way around. Hello and welcome to Weston High School for the first home game of the 2021 season as Weston takes on Cathedral. What is a beautiful Friday night under the lights match here at Weston High School. Cathedral has elected to defer. Weston will be receiving and getting the ball first here tonight. I am here joined by Connor DiBiase, my faithful co-announcer. And Connor, what are your thoughts on the game tonight? What are your thoughts on Weston? Just tell us everything.
Yeah, I think we're in for a good match. I think these two played a pretty close one last year. Weston did take the win, I am told. Weston with a new-looking offense around quarterback, Mac McManus. Of course, starting quarterback of last year, Wyvern Houghton out with injury.
Jojo Uga will receive it. Makes a nice move at the 25. He continues up all the way towards the 45-yard line. That's a great start for Weston right there by one of the star players.
Yeah, what a run by Uga using that stiff arm on two different Cathedral players, getting up to the 45.
He really is an incredible player for Weston. We expect to see him a lot of him here tonight. Weston takes the field. Quarterback Mac McManus is set off to the side by Connor Lehman on the left. Here's the snap. It's a run to the right. Connor Lehman. Lehman, 40. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Wildcats! The first play of the season. Connor Lehman, senior for Weston High School. Touchdown! What a way to start. And we were tied for about 20 seconds here tonight, Connor. 7-0 already. What are your thoughts in the Beautiful run right there by Connor Lehman.
Yeah, a good start for Weston. 2 plays netting them over 100 yards. Nofker on for the kick. New kicker this year for Weston. Extra point is straight
good.
down the middle.
Weston up 7-0. What a start right there. Electrifying. The first home game of the season. Weston comes out looking hot, and what a run right there by Connor Lehman, who's just, it's his senior year, and he's playing for everything right now.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get a better start than that right there for Weston. Huge momentum shift early in the game. Looking to get out early and run.
Dominate for all 48 minutes of this game. I mean, what a pleasure that was. Weston now to kick. Cathedral already on their heels after just one play from scrimmage. Not so much to analyze here, just great runs, great blocking by Weston right there, and great pathway for Lehman just to find the seam and just to cut it upfield and take it home for 6. Weston now to kick. Janavkar on the tee, I believe, to kick this one off from the 40-yard line. Janavkar to kick off. 11:37 remaining in the first quarter. Weston up 7-0. Here's the kick. The line drive kick to number 11. That would be Piers. He cuts to the sideline, is brought down by Uga, and a great tackle right there at the 25-yard line, 26-yard line, give or take.
Yeah, a great wrap up by Uga. A kind of attempt at a sidestep, but Uga able to just completely extend his arm to bring Cathedral down to what the
25-yard line looks to be, and great tackling right there. Weston defense has some excellent players playing both sides of the ball this season, Connor. And we'll see, on this first offensive drive at home, how they're able to counter this Cathedral offense. The quarterback for Cathedral is number 7, Manny Santiago, sophomore. He's going to take this one. Motions number 11, Piers off, and it's a run to the left. That's a nice run right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about a 7-yard run right there, I would say, up to the 32?
Yep.
Group tackle. Group tackle right there, Connor, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely a group tackle. Effort mostly, I would probably say by Eamon there, all the way from the other side safety coming around on that tackle. Great effort by him. Again, a great tackle break.
Right.
Appears, but then he just gets flooded by multiple Weston players, not able to get more.
That swarming is so crucial to the game of football.
Already pushed himself to about 5 yards after contact. A flag already.
Not sure what this is on.
Yeah.
Holding call. Take away that run. It'll be holding a 10-yard penalty on. It is unclear who it is on, but it is on Cathedral. Cathedral start 1st and 20 from their own 15. Santiago gives it. That is number 6 all the way up to, that is Emmanuel Pierce, not to be confused with his brother Anthony Pierce, up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you got a brotherly running back duo here for Cathedral.
That's a great run right there, though, isn't it? Cuts it off by quite a bit.
And good job by the line. He had a clear gap straight down the middle.
And again, another run, this time brought down, I believe, I can't see who that was, but it was mainly one Weston player. I believe it was number 66 or 65
Yeah, I
for
think that was
Weston.
Zachary Camp.
Yeah,
really,
just-
he had a blocker on him and stuck one
And
of
he
his hands
he
out
just
to make
stuck
the
one of his
tackle.
hands out and just bear hugged him to bring him down.
A great
tackle
play.
right there. A great opening to his final season at Weston High School as a football player. And great tackle. We are 3rd down and 5. The ball at the 30-yard line. This is a huge 3rd down right here early on for Cathedral. Already down 7-0. Santiago with the snap. He's looking to throw off to the side to Anthony, and it is incomplete. 4th and 5, and they're probably going to be looking to punt.
Yeah, attempt at a screen pass just didn't work out.
Right.
Weston all over that.
All over it. Absolutely clogged everything up, and that is a great-looking first drive, defensive drive for Weston right there.
And you could see that one thing to note, Cathedral really played that close to the line
Yep.
on their attempts with the
100%.
runs and the screen pass. A deadly secondary. Weston, headlined
Precisely.
by Isaiah Kazavinsky, Connor Lehman, and Jojo Uga.
The punt by Anthony Pierce, it's a short one.
A short
It is
one.
going to bounce across the 50 all the way to the Weston 47-yard line. Great field position for the Wildcats on their second drive.
A good roll for the short punt, getting about extra 15 yards on the punt.
Weston looking, I mean, really, I don't know how you can top their last drive, given that they scored in one play. Given that they scored in one play, I don't know how you can top the previous drive, but Weston will surely try to do that.
Yeah, I mean, can't even get the same play as you're 2 yards further on the field.
Right. Here we go, though. McManus, Lehman now off to the right. We'll see if Weston attempts a throw here.
I mean,
So, given the success of the run, hard to see that happening. And it is a
end around. Uga breaks the tackle.
he's going to be stopped maybe for a 1 to 2 yard gain right there. That was a little touch pass right there from McManus to get himself on the score sheet.
Yeah, he's able to break one tackle with that stiff arm he uses a lot, but then 2 more Cathedral.
Not an extremely successful play right there for Weston.
Come forward for that.
We look to try to either go to the power running game or the deep passing game. That's where Weston is expected to have success this season. 2nd and 9. Lehman flanks McManus on the right once again. Snap. It is a run to the left. Lehman bounces outside, cuts back inside, and he's going to have a huge gain right there. About a 14-yard gain for Connor Lehman.
Yeah,
to the
first down
40-yard
Weston.
line. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful passing. Running, excuse me, right there by Connor Lehman.
First real first down of this game, despite 7 being on the board for Weston.
Yeah, I mean, look, Connor Lehman, consistent excellence from him all season long. Weston will have a first down at the Cathedral 39-yard line, looking to add more. Carter is in the backfield on the left side of McManus. It is going to be a run to Carter off to the right this time, and he's going to be hounded on, but not after getting about 4 yards right there. A great run by Carter, giving Lehman a break after some huge runs early on in this game. Second and approximately 7 yards, I would say, 7 or 8.
Probably 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Eight.
2nd and 7. McManus gets the play in from the sideline, flanked again to the left by Carter. We'll see
I'm
if
expecting a pass here.
you got to see a pass. It is another jump pass. Uga blown up in the backfield, and that was not something that you want to see. Weston, very predictable right there with what they're going to. That was a group tackle, I believe. I couldn't see the first man in, but it was a great defensive effort by Cathedral right there.
Yeah, I think that might have been Kyrie Egerton on the main stop. A really good read by him. Getting in there and clogging the backfield off the right edge.
That was an excellent defensive pressure right there. And Weston now at 39 on the Cathedral 39-yard line, 40-yard line. Got to see a pass here on 3rd and 9. And it is a pass. McManus scanning the field. He's going over top. That should be Pass interference, and it will be.
Yeah,
The receiver was pushed down.
I think the argument was uncatchable ball, or
Right.
but
it was before.
I think it was way too early.
It was way
to be
before.
touching.
Right. It was way before the ball had even landed.
Yeah, that's Tyler Farron called for the pass interference.
Did not give the receiver a chance to make a play on the ball.
Jackson Blanker.
That's going to be a big play for the Wildcats. Not one of those things that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but definitely a huge momentum shift early on in this game.
Yeah, the Cathedral player Farron had him beat there. He was way up ahead. He could have gotten a good possession to get a pick, but decided to try to block the play.
He could have even let it go incomplete. He didn't really have to. He tried to do too much with that one and didn't really need. Referees are deciding what they're. Believe they're going to be moving the ball.
26-yard line. I
believe, yeah, the
25.
25. They're going to be at the 25-yard line for for Cathedral, excuse me. Weston looking to strike once again here tonight. 7:02 remaining. First down Wildcats, and that was a great read by McManus. You know, he got the call that he wanted. I'm assuming that's what he was looking for because the receiver was not open.
Weston looking to get in the red zone and try to put more onto this.
Believe the referees are not set just yet. Here we go.
Weston in a somewhat empty, I guess, Carter.
Carter off to the left side.
But no one too close to McManus. Looks like
and
Uga
it's another
again
jump
on the
pass
end
to
around.
Uga, but this time it works successfully. Uga gets around one. Jump cuts number 12. Oh, wow. He got
Into
in.
the end
That's
zone.
a touchdown right there, Wildcats. Jojo Uga.
That is
wow.
Incredible route running.
That right there,
running.
you cannot say enough right there. That right there was some excellent running, excellent vision. He jump cut number 12 on Cathedral.
And able to keep his feet in
Number
bounds right
12,
on the edge.
Kyrie Egerton. And just a beautiful bouncing it outside and then cutting back inside and really working for the pylon.
And on that jump cut, he didn't go too far away, went out of bounds. He was able to keep his feet in bounds, stay, and just the yards after the catch for Uga has been
that is
unreal.
A passing touchdown. That is a passing touchdown. They're going for 2 here. McManus. Oh, wow. They're not going to call that one a touchdown for Jojo Uga. Touchdown. It doesn't matter, though. Carter's going to put that one in. I thought they would have called that a touchdown. I wonder if they caught him.
It must have been out of bounds at the 1.
Yeah, that's
I didn't
think
he stepped out. I thought he cut back in. I think he got face mask at the end of the play.
Yeah, I didn't think he stepped out. I mean, obviously we could go to the film later on, but
and
I thought he stayed in bounds.
On the field, there's a better view.
Yeah. Regardless of whether he was in bounds or out of bounds, Weston is up 13-0. Extra point, Janavkar, snap high, and this one is going to be blocked. Yeah, that was a high snap right there, and it took too much time to get that one down.
There's something to get the momentum running for Cathedral.
Right.
The block right there.
And Weston, 13-0 with 6:49 remaining in the first quarter. And folks, we could be in for a blowout here tonight.
Bit too early to call anything.
I said we could be.
You want Cathedral to kind of that block momentum to try to get back in this game if you're a fan of them. But I mean, Weston's offense is just looking
2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and Cathedral
wrong.
Struggling.
They had a chance on the 3rd and 9, but a really bad pass interference call given up when it wasn't needed. It could have been a 4th and 9, a punt away, but here Weston to kick off a 13-0 lead.
Janavkar here with the kick. Number 12 for Weston.
Kicks it very low. That could be one of the reasons. But he's a soccer player, so he's used to keeping it low to get more power on it as a kicker.
This one, not low at all.
Yeah,
And
deep
that's going to
kick into the
go
end zone.
into the end zone. I mean, Connor, the boot right there.
Yeah, great kick by Janofka.
What, 60-yard kick? Beauty right there. Weston, defense on the field. Weston, here we are. The 25-yard line is where Cathedral will start. Cathedral looking for some life here. Santiago going to try to make a play. It's going to be a bad pass off to the side.
Over the head of Hughes.
Yeah. Tough start right now for Cathedral. Not really able to get anything going on offense.
You look like they really want to get that offense going super fast, especially on that throw, but yeah, I think they've got to slow it down. He had room, just get the good pass off, get
right
probably 4 yards out of that. I mean, they had a block out there on the outside. You need something.
You need something positive right now for Cathedral. I mean, what I don't understand is the running game was actually working relatively well for them. I feel like they got to go back to that, as that's what was working, and both passes have been incomplete so far. Santiago takes a snap, and it's a run, and a nice one.
Right down the middle.
Beautiful right there by number 5, Amarian Braggs. He's a senior, and he has a first down. Connor alluded to what I was just saying. They run the ball, they got a first down. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it looked like the hole was just given up by. It looked the whole Cathedral line kind of played to the left, and he kind of cut through the middle.
Yep.
Towards the right on that off
maybe
the code.
Maybe a B gap run right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely didn't.
But a really great find in the middle, and then no one there for Weston.
No one was there for Weston.
Against the line. Lehman had to come over.
Santiago takes the snap, and that one is blown up in the backfield. And I think that was a little too predictable for Weston right there. Is I think they really expected a run.
I think there was a mix of Weston players.
Camp.
Odo, I think was.
Yeah,
was
I mean just
a
whole bunch. And that is going to be a loss of 4 yards in the play. A huge blow up in the backfield right there for Cathedral, and that sets them, back behind the chains, behind the yardage they need to gain, and it makes it tough when you get back early downs like that.
Yeah, it's interesting because their straight up run just almost down the middle got them 15 yards, and then they try to kind of trick.
They try to complicate it a little bit, and it gives Weston enough time to break the offense.
The Western edge is really pushing that.
No, 100%.
Getting good pressure on, so I don't think you can take too long on those runs.
No. Believe delay of game. That is crushing for Cathedral right there. You just can't make simple mistakes like that, Connor. Not quite sure what the call on the field was.
I think it was delay of game.
Santiago takes a snap. It's going to be run to the outside, and number 11 there first for Weston. I believe that is Jackson Brinker.
That's Isaiah Kaczynski. Cornerback.
Isaiah the Wiz Kazavin. Did I say that right? Am I doing that right?
I think it's just Wiz. But
just Wiz.
Close enough.
We're close enough.
But a really good read by him.
Soon will be a household name here in Weston, I think.
Yeah, didn't even play football in his freshman year. Decided to switch over last year. Now a junior. Really broke out last year. Put on a lot of muscle.
I saw him make one interception on Thanksgiving last year. It was a great play by him, and he's already made some.
One of the only highlights.
One of the only highlights for Weston that day.
Of course, the Lehman 60-yard run was the other, and you see him do it today.
Santiago takes the snap. This is a pass, and that's a blitz by Weston. Number
What?
52 there first.
What a sack on the play.
And that
Yeah.
just pressure brought off the right side.
I think. Yeah, Wisnia in on that pressure.
And he was quick, man. He got right around the tackle and just brought him down, and that's going to end another drive for Cathedral. Losing yardage on both. Or at least this one. Here's the punt. This one, Braggs.
Again, short of the.
It's going to bounce.
Uga.
A Cathedral bounce. Going to roll all the way to the
About
45 yard line. Weston's got 55 to the end zone. 54. And Weston with another short field to work here tonight, Connor.
Yeah. Cathedral's punter only has about a 40-yard range, looking like including roll. And when you can only get out to about like your own 20 almost, especially on that sack, you're not going to get it much further.
Right.
And then the
No, you're not.
40-yard
It's just
line,
not. It's not feasible.
It's an offense looking to get back on the field, their momentum through it.
Talk about.
Just 3 minutes left in the quarter.
They can hear Garland, right? You don't think so? What's that? No, nothing. We're just. And here we go. Weston with their third offensive drive here tonight. The lights are coming on. The sun is setting. As we have
Friday night under the lights for Weston.
3:09 remaining.
It gets darker in the fall.
It does. Later days in the spring, I like it. Not frigid. Our cameramen tonight, Jeb Bartholomew and Joshua Yee, are not freezing up there, thank God. That Thanksgiving game just last year was extremely cold. 3:09 remaining in the first quarter. Weston up 13-0 with 2 touchdowns, 2 runs, one by Connor Lehman for about 60 and the other by Ian Carter for about 1. And another run to the left here by Lehman, and
he's gone. One player to beat.
Makes a
takes
great
them
cut.
over, makes them fall.
Wow. And Lehman takes it to the 9-yard line.
What a run. Makes a guy just completely fall over.
And even a non-contact fall, and I'll tell you what, for McManus tonight, it's just too easy. He's not having to do very much.
Now just hand the ball off and you got yourself
hand
at least
the ball
20
back
yards,
and just
it
watch.
seems like.
I mean, he's just watching tonight. And Weston looking to add on right here. Early. With 2:40. 2:35, excuse me. Counting down here. Remaining in the first quarter. McManus to take the snap on the third drive of the game. This is going to be a run out to the right by Uga. He chooses to cut it inside and gets stopped at the 3-yard line. I wonder, 4-yard line. I wonder if he should have bounced that one outside, Connor.
Yeah.
It looked like he might have had a lane.
Still a decent
Right.
chunk of yardage there. 5 yards gained on the play.
Right.
Weston looking to punch it in. one of their many runs.
For sure, for sure. Um, great start by Weston. There's not much I can say about any criticisms the way that Weston is playing right now. We're playing very confident,
Interesting switches good in the.
and that's gonna be a timeout for Cathedral. Weston
At that
threatening.
point, you saw that Cathedral saw something they didn't like. They had Lehman lined up on the outside
Yep.
and kind of that slot, and then Uga in the backfield kind of flipped of their standard set.
Yep.
And Cathedral just didn't like what they were seeing, decided
No.
to take a timeout, try to adjust.
Yeah, I mean this is a huge stop for them if they can get it right here.
Drop a play to get their third touchdown of the.
Think it's a run or a pass here.
I think it's got to be a run, just the success they've had. But
Yeah.
they might try to.
Maybe do a quick slant pass and catch someone on the inside, possibly. Probably not.
I mean, they say if it's not broke, don't fix it. But
Yeah.
you could always catch the opponents off guard with a pass. But the one actual real pass we saw ended up in a pass and a field goal.
You know, Connor, I got a strange feeling that this is a pass right here. I feel like we got a pass. I got a strange feeling with Lehman not
It's
in the.
Same looking set. Same looking set here with Lehman on the outside.
We could get a jump pass as Lehman maybe motions inside.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. The same play they ran a couple times with Uga, but this
Uga.
time Lehman coming around.
Get a nice block from your receivers, Wiz and Brinker on the left side, and just take it in.
But you can
for
definitely
6.
see the Weston is definitely the right side favorite of the tight end out there and
Right,
is really
right.
stacked up. So it could just be a run to Jojo Uga to the right side.
It is a pass.
Land pass.
This one dropped by Wiz.
Yeah, Kazavinsky looking for the slant, a bit low. Couldn't get his hands on it. I think he would have gotten wrapped up regardless there. Cathedral were
They were all
ready
over
for
that one, yeah. Hey,
They
was
kept
right
it-
though about the pass. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, they kept a guy on him.
Look.
Despite the strong sets from Weston, they're still playing on their man. No one getting too anxious to try to run to the play. So a good read by the Cathedral.
Yeah,
to
I
be
mean, look.
there, then low pass.
Yeah.
Kazavinsky couldn't do anything.
Yeah, that was McManus's real first pass of the game, I think. Timeout here, unable to figure out a play. And
Gotta
this will
draw
be
something up.
the second timeout of the drive, one for each team.
They're
Third down
to
and 4.
Weston.
This is a big down for them. It's a big drive. I mean, this is the difference between going up 3 scores versus keeping it at 2 and giving some momentum back to Cathedral.
Yeah, if Cathedral can get their first stop of the whole game,
Right.
here, that'd be it.
I
Actually,
mean,
bringing on a kick that you've blocked before. if
right?
they
I
do it
mean,
again.
even if Weston ends up kicking a field goal, right? It's still a 2-score game. 2 extra points, and we get 8 and 8, and then 16. So this is a big drive for Cathedral if they can hold Weston to a field goal attempt. And given the fact that they blocked one earlier, they can feel confident about maybe even taking it away. 1:33 remaining here in the first quarter. Weston up by 13 and looking to score again. However, Cathedral has made 2 nice plays on first and second and goal.
I think if you're Weston here, honestly, run it to the outside with
Yep.
either Lehman or Uga. What's worked for you so far this game?
Keep it simple, right? That's what Weston has done so far. That's what has worked.
Also, a Lehman end around as they're running the same set with Uga in the back.
Yeah, Uga's in the backfield on this one. Lehman's onto the left side.
Go to the outside.
And he's going to
Easy
take it in.
touchdown.
That's
Yeah,
6.
I mean, you got 2 receivers and a tight end there. Just have them run it. It's
That's
such
just
an easy
too
play.
easy right there for Weston.
Able to just take the handoff, run to the outside, get a touchdown. It's what worked the whole game.
Janavkar on for the point after attempt. Last one was blocked. See if they can convert on this one. Another high snap. This one able to get off, and it is good. Weston, 20-0 in the first quarter. How many points would you say? I mean, Weston scored on all 3 drives, Connor, tonight.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Potentially, if the game is going like this, there's a few mercy rules. There's quite a few mercy rules in high school just to get the game along.
Do you know what the mercy rule is?
I remember from the game, clock I think keeps running at all points.
Got it. And how much do you have to be up by? 3 scores?
I don't know the exact amount.
Gotta be upwards
maybe
of
4.
Yeah. We're heading in that direction, fortunately, right now. Not unfortunately for Weston, of course.
We're missing Mr. Finnegan this year as he is remote. He was an expert on all of that, telling it to us.
Yeah, but joining us here tonight for the PA, Mr. Garland, our trusty savior, and just what we would call the GOAT of basically all things video at Weston. And another boot by Janavkar. This one just in front.
Right through the hands.
That's going to be a touchback, but
that is
Weston was going to pounce on that one if
that ball had about like 1 mile per hour more on it, that could have been a safety.
That, or if it was just a little bit shorter and it goes through his hands like that.
Weston could have been down there.
Weston could have been down there. And then the rule with the kickoffs, right, is you cannot advance the ball, but wherever you recover it is where it lies, essentially. And so do you remember back a couple years ago, the Bills were playing the Jets, and I believe it was Gillisley who let the ball in the end zone. Jets pounce on it for 6, and that's, I believe, the last time that has happened in the NFL. But just a little bit of history right there for the folks.
Yeah, if the ball's over your head, especially at like the 3 line.
I mean, he could just let it go.
Yeah, let it bounce into the end zone at that point. Or read where the ball's coming down. Don't go too far forward. A scary play for kind of, dare I say, lucked out a bit on getting the touchback.
Santiago has had a tough time tonight. Has not completed a pass yet. This one is though.
Good.
But that is going to be stopped basically for a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Good read by Jackson Blinker.
Beautiful.
Just to be right on that screen.
Weston has been perfect here tonight so far, making all the plays. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Weston up by 20. You know, I'd like to see Weston on this next drive try out some new stuff. You're up by 20. You have a nice lead. It's time to work on. It's time to work on the parts of the offense that aren't working right now, and this is the time to do it in a real game situation.
I think first you worry about the stop.
Right, of course. I'm just thinking ahead. This is probably a pass here. I mean, you gotta. Yeah, it is gonna be a pass. Santiago. That throws off.
I think that might be roughing the passer.
I think it is as well. He got hit late.
A Weston player is also down. I know that was Saeed on the back. Flag down. I think that was called roughing the passer.
I believe it was. It was a poor throw. He didn't need to affect it, I don't think. Maybe the pressure.
Up by 20.
By 20, you don't need to give anything up for free.
You know, at some points when you're up so big, the hype and the adrenaline gets to you. You just go with it.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
A bit of an undisciplined play by Lecce.
This could be a little bit of a morale booster, a little bit of confidence here for Cathedral, though.
If you're Cathedral, you have to get a big play on this. You have to take advantage.
You have to go out of the first quarter at least with something good, something to take away. likely the last play of the first quarter, unless we see a pass. It's a run, probably. And it is a run. Stopped. He's able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Hit in the backfield. More pressure from Weston. That's going to be the end of the first quarter here. Weston, 20. Cathedral, nothing. Take us to a break. Cut us. And we are back for the second quarter of action. Weston up 20-0. Cathedral with the ball. Switch sides. Cathedral at their 36-yard line, give or take. Santiago motions number 6 out to the side. It's another poor throw. Jeez, he has not been on target tonight, Connor.
Yeah, you gotta look to be.
I mean, he had time to throw as well. It wasn't like he was hurt or anything there.
I mean, his play would have been blown up if he got it.
Oh, but this is true. He would have been absolutely destroyed.
Maybe a quick on-target ball, it could have been different. Who knows?
I feel like you got to give your players a chance to make a play, though.
A big third down.
What a catch in the booth by Connor DiBiase. Paper flies up and he just snatches it out of the air. Quick hands by our man in the booth.
By Cathedral.
11:53. Santiago, the wind is blowing. 3rd and 10. Motions. Number 6 peers out to the side.
Yeah.
That's going to be a neutral zone infraction, I believe, by Weston. Cut it 5 yards, 3rd and 5. That's a.
Yeah, you saw the Cathedral player motion across the field, and then with the hard snap on Cathedral, that catches Weston. Like 6 players jumped there.
Hey, you have to remember, all yards on this drive have been gotten by penalties. Nothing else.
I mean, when that many players rush, you usually think it's because of a false start because they're watching.
Best play by Santiago all game right there, I think.
The hard count.
Ready. I like it. Uga looking to play some, I think he's a free safety. Is that free safety?
Dancing out there.
Hey, I mean, you're up 20-0. I think you can do a little bit.
I think this is such a big first down.
It is.
If they can get it. I mean, you basically only have this possession
I think you
because
got to
of
go for
penalties.
it on 4th down. Santiago here.
High snap.
They get the runoff.
He's outside. He's going.
He's going to get the first down.
And more.
Wow, big play right there for Cathedral.
Yeah, it looked like he could have got caught up a few times, but so fast.
No, he didn't. He said, I'm going right by. And he went right by. You know, I got to say for Weston, right? We're playing good defensively, but I think Cathedral's winning the line of scrimmage, at least on offense. I mean, it's been mixed, but I think that they've won the majority of.
Yeah, I mean the Cathedral runs are getting an average of probably over 5 yards of carry.
Yeah.
It's just the rest of the plays for
I mean, it's
Cathedral have gone
Pierce, it's
absolutely
both of them,
nowhere.
Emmanuel and Anthony. Emmanuel, excuse me, on that one.
Another high
It was a
snap.
weird
This time,
snap. It's going to be Santiago on the take. He bounces outside. He's going to be pushed out of bounds right there by number 7, Brinker.
Jackson Branker.
That's a great run right there by Santiago.
Yeah, you haven't
Poor
seen him run
snap.
this game. A poor snap, and
I
then you
think
could
what it
kinda
was,
see.
it was going to be a read option, the way that both players kind of went for the ball.
And then a great play by Santiago, knowing
Heads
well
up.
they're gonna get my player here if I hand it off.
Heads up,
I gotta
heads
get
up.
to the outside.
And he bounced outside. That's a first down.
Actually, it's
Oh,
second
it's
and
a
one.
2nd and 1. My apologies. Again, folks, I got a pillar right in front of my face. Santiago here. This one he's going to give. I'm not sure he got it. I don't think he did. No gain on the play. Rayson Reed, I think, was on that stop right there, Connor.
Yeah, Tavares Reed just in there quick. It looked like I think it was Cotto outside could have got him really stuffed in the
Yeah.
backfield, but got by. But next thing you know, Rayson's sitting there waiting for you.
You know, he's a big defensive interior lineman right there, and he's going to wrap you up.
A big stop on 3rd and 1. Again, I think you got to go to the outside if you're Cathedral. Try to run it to the outside. They've gotten a few yards per carry.
You know, it seems like when plays break down a little bit, that's when they're at their best. Santiago,
Reback set.
yeah, he's going to
Toss
this
and
one.
Wow.
Yikes, that's just too slow. And Weston. Oh.
Still up. Still
no,
going.
I think they got to call forward progress at some point, right?
I mean, that was so readable. I mean, Santiago motions with his hands completely just like feeling to everyone on the field. Well, I'm tossing this to the left side.
It's just too easy.
I thought at first it was such an exaggerated toss. He was
And
going
you
to
don't
try to
even,
fake it around.
I don't even understand why they're calling that play. Because it's if you don't get a gain on the play, it's 4th and 1. Why are you doing a toss play?
Like, he tossed it back. It was really
Unnecessary.
slow, really exaggerated. Everyone knew it was going.
I think if you're Cathedral, you got to go for this. It's just, you're down 20. You're down 20. Right. Fourth down, 6 to go. Cathedral's going to go for this one, and we'll see what happens. Santiago going to take the snap. This one, a good one. He's looking to throw. He's dropping back. Weston getting
to the
after
outside.
him.
He's going to run with this.
He's going to get outside. Did not get enough.
Yeah, Jojo Uga just
Not
shuts
even
him
close.
down. Worry about Uga just completely led with his head there. It was a bit
Yeah, I mean,
scary to watch, but
that's
I mean,
a turnover
stops
on
him.
downs, and I think it's time for Weston to mix it up a little bit. I mean, you're up 20.
Yeah.
Cathedral has went 0-3 on their drives.
Yeah, no one open for Santiago there.
Great coverage downfield. Great pressure by Weston. Basically, protection broke down after 2 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets close. I mean, if they didn't have that bad call on the toss, you'd think, I mean, that's a first down if he was at the 1, but
I mean, you know, just costly mistakes by Cathedral. Weston's made their own fair share of mistakes, but they have not been costly. They've been able to clean up their play after them.
McManus out there with Carter.
Yeah. I would like to see some passes, maybe some deep downfield passing, just to work on it. I mean, to have that deep threat on the team, Jojo Uga's here. We just need to connect those two, McManus and himself. Uga. McManus takes the snap.
Way high. McManus able to keep
bounces
onto it
right
and
to him.
going.
He's looking.
Finds the throw, cross arm.
Oh my
wow.
goodness!
What a play by McManus
Wow.
to get that out.
I mean, that's just. I mean, look, he's coming. I mean, that ball bounced right to him. That ball bounced right to him. If he had completed that pass,
And that would have been a touchdown. Kazavinsky was gone.
that
free.
was a Sports Center top 10 play tomorrow, right there.
I mean, right over the hands of McManus. He grabs that, rolls to the right. It was a sidearm pass, and
that would
almost
have been on
completes
Sports
it.
Center tomorrow. I'd be calling Scott Van Pelt saying, "Look, you got to put this on SC top 10," because that would have been insane.
I mean, right through the hands of Kazavinsky.
Wiz.
A bit out ahead of him, but
Yeah, but
a
he could
great
make
recovery
that
by
catch, though. He
McManus.
could make that catch. Went right through his hands. He didn't get tipped. I mean, I feel like if you're Wiz, you got to make that catch. We got a timeout by Weston. Yeah, Weston timeout. And for the first time tonight, you get a look at, well, myself and Connor. Um, Not much to see here.
Masked up. We're just here to say hello.
We're just here to say hello. We got a webcam. I mean, I don't know. Is there much to say?
Yeah.
All right, enough of us. Go back. Go back. We'll only reserve that for special times, Connor, won't we?
Maybe in a close one at like halftime to discuss what we saw.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing that this game.
McManus.
9:16 remaining. McManus.
Carter.
This is going to be a run to the right. Carter gets a decent gain of about 4 yards. He was brought down by
55.
number 55. That would be James Webb. I believe the first time we've called his name tonight.
Yeah.
Great tackle by him. Great play.
3rd and 6.
Good. This is an important down for Weston. You can make a lot happen. You don't want to go 3 and out. 8:50 on the score clock. Connor over here to my right is doing his absolute best keeping up, but folks, I'll tell you, it is not easy. McManus, jump pass to Uga.
Wow.
Oh, he is blown up in the backfield. Those jump passes, those little touch passes are not working tonight.
Yeah, that was Kylie Egerton. Made a couple costly plays for Cathedral earlier, but that time he was just there and ready.
I think Weston's going to bring out the punting unit this time around. Janavker, also the punter, I believe.
4th and 12 here.
Punting situation. 3 and out
Definitely.
for Weston.
First punt for Weston. Some momentum for
I want
Cathedral.
to see Janavker punt. If he can pin him back, I don't know how big of a leg he has
on the punt. I've heard.
I know he has a big leg, but
I've heard that he's a pretty good punter from another soccer player.
Not about decent punt here. He's gonna get a nice Weston bounce. That's gonna go down to the 25. So that's about a 30, 35, 40-yard punt, maybe longer. Cause he kicked it from about the 30, so he's switching fields right there, right? About 50 yards.
Yeah, almost a 50-yard punt.
Yeah.
Good distance.
Great distance. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that, can you? And Weston back on defense. I'd like to thank everyone here tonight who's watching, both in person and online. It's our pleasure to bring these games to you with 7:40 remaining in the second quarter. Cathedral down 20, but with the ball, looking to build off of some momentum off of a recent 3-and-out by Weston. Santiago in the backfield, empty set. He's a pass. He's going to take the snap. He reads the field. Deep ball.
Open player.
The receiver had him beat. Cannot connect.
Over the head.
Right there. That is number
Gabriel Ortiz. Looking for the catch.
And he was open too.
Yeah, it looked like when trying to find the ball, he slowed down a bit, trying to just find it in the air and.
Yeah, I mean, I think Santiago wants him to, run into the ball and catch it in stride. Weren't able to connect on that one though. 2nd and 10.
But it was a good look for Cathedral.
Definitely a better look. I mean,
on most of their dropbacks, it's ended up with sacks or going nowhere.
Ortiz had him beat. Ortiz beat him on the sideline. I mean, and if he catches that, he's gone likely.
But finally a stop for Cathedral, then
Scary
almost a good play.
Weston,
You've got to think they're starting to get their rhythm here. Looking to get something on this drive. They have to get something on this drive.
Here comes Santiago. I mean, he's made some nice plays tonight. And just as I say that, he fumbles this.
Weston ball.
Hey, folks, that is my first announcer's curse. I would just like to announce that right here and right now.
Yeah, the recovery by Saeed Lecce.
Just as I'm about to give him a compliment on his recent play.
Yeah, you saw Lecce got called for the roughing the passer earlier. This time, he gets the ball, the fumble recovery. Weston ball inside the 15.
Hey, that's a big moment for Saeed and myself, I think, at the same time.
Yeah,
He
a lot
gets
of
the fumble
players.
recovery. I actually, am ordained as an announcer now that I've created my own announcer's curse. um, anyways, though, Weston on offense with a short field. McManus, I want to see a nice route to the back of the end zone or something. Something fun. It's a run. Layman.
Outside, Layman.
He just powers through.
3 players
To
get
go
4
forward.
yards after carry.
I mean, he powers through number 1, Mark Murphy, and number 24, Ben Connick. Excuse my pronouncing. Connington.
Yeah. I only know that name because of Milwaukee Bucks player Pat Connington.
Weston, 2nd and 4, 6:45 and counting. Up by 20. McManus takes the snap.
Layman again.
Layman to the left.
Breaks.
Takes 2 to bring him down again. Number
Great
32.
Tackle. I think
and
25
number
was
25
mostly on that tackle.
Number 25, Joshua Aldenor, and number 32, Malik Gentle pass.
Yeah, Aldenor did a good job of not. Layman tried to fake him out to the right, and Aldenor just wraps up. Make sure Layman can't get free.
You know what I appreciate right there? That is great tackling right there and staying home and not letting it go.
Short third down and 1, maybe inches. Weston, Layman again outside.
Can he get the corner? He's gonna get the first on
but
that
a flag is on the play.
See what the call is. Could be holding on Weston. It's usually what it is when you see a run play like that.
Thank you.
I think I'm right. Holding offense. Wow, folks, I'm having a good day today. 3rd and 11 for Weston. Yeah, I didn't see who was on the hold there. Unfortunately, we don't get the number.
Yeah, Layman got the first down too. He was clear to the outside. I don't think he would have got stopped even without the hold.
I want to see a passing play here. This is a prime opportunity on 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and 11. Last time on 3rd and long, they
got a kicker who could make it from where we're at the 20. So this is a 37-yard kick.
Yeah, I think Janofka could make it. So yeah, I think you go for a deep pass. Look to get something out of it.
I don't think you need to shorten the field, so to speak.
I mean, your runs have sometimes gotten 10+ yards, so it could also work.
Weston shifting. They're flipping the play, actually. The entire offense flips sides. McManus takes a snap. He's going to roll out. He's going to launch it up.
Out of bounds.
That's going to be out of bounds. He got some pressure from number 12. Kyrie Egerton right there. Affected the pass for sure. And we're at 5:18.
Yep.
And we're going for it. It's interesting because I'd like to see, Janofka get more reps.
Yeah, first year as a kicker.
As a kicker, you want to give him these opportunities in game scenarios.
Of course, 4-year senior captain Hayden Zegler gone after last year. He played everywhere. Defensive captain,
lacrosse
kicker,
player, everywhere. McManus gonna go for it. Here we go. It's another pass. Oh, it's a blitz.
Wide open.
Touchdown pass. That's to number 80 for Weston.
Yeah, that's Thomas Sacco.
Wow. Cathedral brought the heat. McManus read it, got the ball out quick, and that's 6.
The blitz there, they don't leave a guy on Sacco. He finds himself wide open. Out of that, I think he was on the tight end slot.
Look, McManus, he knew he was going to take a hit. He had guys coming from the left and right, stood in the pocket,
and he's able to find the open man.
The open man for an easy 6 for Weston, putting us up 26. Here comes Janofka.
And Sacco also able to break free on the line. Know the blitz is coming. Get yourself open.
Yeah, I wonder if it was a check release or just a straight-on route. High snap again. Janofka does not get it.
Hits it
off to the left. They got I think
big pressure from Cathedral on that extra point.
it's mostly about where the snap is. I mean, the snap is just a little too high. A kicker's in the zone, ready to just snap and go.
I mean, right there is your prime spot for Cathedral to just stop him on 3rd and 11 on a blitz. Looked pretty good on the offense before, but
now we go up by 26. That's gotta be getting close to mercy. No?
could be Weston.
You're good.
Sammy Watkins, some NFL news, has recently just agreed to a 1-year, $6 million deal with the Ravens. Connor gives us a chance to talk about that during this little intermission we have. Ravens need a receiver, man, and they got one.
They've got declined about 5 wide
What was it,
receiver ones.
Juju and T.Y. Hilton? They
And
offered
then they
more.
also had Galladay come in. They just couldn't get one down. So
It's an important right there.
injury prone now on Watkins.
Very injury prone. And he's more, he's been a second guy at.
Hey, they could use someone like Thomas Sacco getting open.
Yeah, I mean, look. Maybe a Jojo Uga type player as well. I mean, sure-handed. Also, Isaac.
Isaac Levine spotting.
Weston now to kick. Janowker not had a sterling night, but don't think it matters too much right now. Up 26. That's over a 3-score lead at this point, and
Yeah, he's getting his foot warm. Starting to gain momentum on the season.
yeah.
Towards the end of the season, you want him to make.
I mean,
all
this
of
is his first year as a kicker, so
Yeah, lifelong soccer player. If we were playing in the fall, he would 100% being playing soccer.
oh yeah.
But with the opening,
It looked like 44
Spring
got off
two.
early there. I'm not sure. Oh, that's a muff.
again a muff, and then
Balls on it. Smart play right there.
number
not
one
to do
just
too much.
goes
Number
down.
1. Mark Murphy muffs the kick, able to fall on it though. On the muff. You won't say it. You
on the
won't.
catch.
You won't. Mark Murphy on the fall. On.
Yeah, he downed the ball, didn't let it get.
Hey, it's a smart play though, I think. Bain.
Wow.
Wow, that is a killer.
I mean, yes, you haven't gotten many passes to you the whole game.
But that one's right there. I mean, look, for as much as Santiago's had a hot and cold night, he evades number 55 for Weston,
Yeah, Lecce.
and makes a great throw downfield going. He's turning his
Right-
body.
right
He's
into his
going his
player's
opposite
hands.
way, and it goes right into number 2 Bain's hands.
Amazing play by Santiago. That's what you rally around. But they can't get 2 balls on pretty open receivers. Haven't gone.
Haven't been able to connect. That one's not his fault though. He put it right in his hands.
That one classified as a drop for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. Santiago, 2nd and 10. Cathedral at their own 21. Lecce. Oh,
Again, the deep
oh,
ball
smart.
lost.
He got croaked right there. 2nd sack of the night for Weston. Thomas Sacco
Thomas
right
Sacco
there.
just got the touchdown, got a sack, as well as Rayshon Tavares-Reed.
Jesus.
Both of them combining half sack each.
We do have some flags down in the secondary.
Way deep in the secondary.
I don't know.
I think it might be unnecessary roughness on one of the
or maybe a
teams.
personal foul. I'm
Yeah.
unsure what it is.
I think it might be on Cathedral. Yeah, I think it's on
I
Cathedral.
believe it's
You
on
saw,
Cathedral.
I think Layman just got hit unnecessarily hit to the ground. Multiple flags. Refs out there. You gotta try to.
We're waiting the call. Still unclear what the referee's call is now.
We're discussing it. Two flags on the. Offsetting personal fouls. I'm on a fight. Yep, so ball stays. Play at. Yeah, I think that's fighting between as of in off the fouls. Unnecessary roughness. Personal fouls. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Hurting me. Due for an ejection, like it would be.
Yeah, I have no idea what. I have no idea, Connor. You're asking the wrong person. We're at 4:05
Santiago.
remaining. That's gonna be.
Yeah, I think Weston
Believe
jumped.
that is Rayson Reed, Tavares Reed right there jumping off.
Still a long third down. Third down in, I think, 13 here for Cathedral. And for how many times in a row? It's the drop back deep pass. A lot of penalties delaying it, but Cathedral, you need a first down here. You have so many chances.
Santiago.
Open players.
Oh, jump pass caught by number 24. Is he gonna get there? He
got
is
it.
gonna get
Yeah,
there.
he
Number
got
24, Ben Connaughton.
Yeah, you saw.
Whew. That was a big play.
At first, Santiago was looking for Bain deep, but he saw that he had man coverage and a safety over top. Santiago able to just adjust, find the open player with two blockers next to him. Connaughton open there, similar to kind of how the soccer play went, where the tight end kind of maneuvers his way out there open, and then he can run it for a first down. A good run after the catch as well by Connaughton.
Rack yards right there. 3:40 and counting remaining in the second quarter. Cathedral looking to put something in positive before halftime. We shall see if they're able to accomplish that goal.
Santiago, I assume, probably going to go for a pass.
He's got single coverage. Looks to be on the right and the left. It's going to be a
go
run.
for a run. Connaughton again.
Layman.
Haven't seen.
Layman right there with the stop. That's a big run.
Yeah. Connaughton seemed like the only player coming alive for Cathedral here.
Cathedral going to go into hurry up.
That's Connaughton's first run of the game. You saw
Rayson sprints off to the sideline.
Yeah, you saw most of the ones being taken by the Pierce brother. Then I think Braggs took a very long.
I died a bit.
Oh, good rush. Yeah, holding off.
That's going to be a hold right there. All over number 77. I believe that was Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy in. And then realizing that you're either getting sacked or you hold like him mostly. So a hold on the offense could be a 10-yard penalty gone from a second and I don't know, 2.
All I know is we got
Take it back
2:31
further,
remaining
sorry,
in the
second
quarter, and I don't think there's enough time for Cathedral to get down the field. The way that they're playing tonight, I just don't see it.
Second and.
Now, do you know if there's 2-minute warnings in high school? I believe there is, right? No 2-minute warnings in high school. I just have gotten a word from the referees. There is no 2-minute warning. Oh, man. Here we go. Second in a billion. Not a billion. Second in about... No, it is about a billion. I lied. Santiago just...
Drop back.
Huge rush.
Finds himself.
Finds a man. Brought down basically at the
Back to
line of scrimmage. Number 6, Piers. That's Piers, I believe. That's going to be third and about 17, I'd say. 18 to be exact.
Again, got to be a deep throw. This time you got to
You
connect.
can't. I mean, it's either that or you're giving up with a draw play, right?
Or you could play the penalty game if they have so far the game to get first down.
I think they have more penalty yards than they have actual yards, which
It's certainly possible.
unfortunately we don't have ESPN Plus or any type of statisticians right now to actually calculate that for us. But if you're out there watching right now and you would like to do that, feel free to join us. We'll be here. 3rd and 18. Santiago been harassed all night, and there is more pressure. Oh boy, that's a
Short
screen, I
pass.
believe, though.
Finds Bragg.
Yeah, he's not getting to a first down. Lehman just
on the
rips him
tackle.
down. Lehman is just his first game of the season tonight, by the way.
Yeah,
Playing like a stud.
he missed the first game. Coming in here, going off really.
I mean, now look. This is the definition of showing off. I mean, he is showing off all of his talents and why he is one of the best players at Weston today.
completely dominant on both ends of the.
I believe. Are they gonna go for it here? I think they're just awaiting the punter, I believe. They are 44 seconds remaining. Weston's gonna go with 2 timeouts, I believe, right?
The punter's out there talking to the coach. Potential for fake, but
Oh God, no.
kind of doubted on this long of a play. It's just
You
the punter
don't
kind of-
fake punts down 20. Oh
yeah, told ya.
I mean.
Lecce brings him down.
Folks, that is why
Minus-
you don't fake punts down 20. I mean,
Especially on a fourth.
why? Why? Look. I've been very kind tonight. That is one of the worst play calls I have ever seen.
Yeah, I think
Why
the
are
thought
you calling a
process
fake
is-
punt? Just call a normal play. You've had plays that have had chances of working.
I think the
Why
thought process
waste
is that they're not I mean, as Michael said, you never call it that deep, down by so much, so it's unexpected. But
Yeah, but
if a
Weston was all
punter's
over
out
it.
there talking to the coach for an extra 10 seconds while the rest of the team is on the floor, you gotta expect
Well, I mean,
something's
what-
going on, right?
But Weston's all over that. Like, why? You're just putting your players.
Especially not on a pass play either. It was a run. You're not getting 18 yards from where you catch the ball.
I
on
mean,
the punt out
jeez, like
back
that's
for a
just
run.
like, I don't know why coach is calling that play. It's just to me, it's like why? It's just a worthless play.
21 seconds and a half. Weston looking to score
Timeout
before
Cathedral.
the end.
And this timeout is going to give me more time to criticize. For me, I understand the logic, right, of faking a punt, but the down and distance, what has worked and what hasn't. Blocking has been horrendous all night for Cathedral in all phases of play, especially offensively. The Weston rushers have been getting to whoever is the ball carrier quickly and often, right? So tell me why you're calling a fake punt in your own side of the field down 26 points on a run play. It wasn't even creative. It was just a run to the right. There was no man downfield. Like, I just think if you're going to do that, you have to be even more creative about it. But for me, I would just like to see, like, a pass play. Put some confidence in your quarterback to go and get it. Like, he's made plays tonight, Santiago has.
I assume Weston's gonna a few pass plays to keep time running. Try to get it into the end zone.
I mean, yeah, but you're up 26. Are you really going to keep beating down on Cathedral? Like, I don't know. We'll see.
I think you can kind of
And we're going to
finish
get
it on the first half.
an end
Uga
around
outside. He has
He's
room.
going to get to the outside. Cuts it back inside. Number 55 on the
Oh.
stop there. Number 55, James Webb with the stop.
Yeah, one thing that was kind of scary. Yeah, Webb on the stop. 5. One thing that was scary was when he was
is that-
being wrapped up, Uga like threw his arm out and the ball was right there for the taking. If anyone else in Cathedral on top of that, they could have punched
And we're going to go to halftime
so
there.
easily. Yeah.
We're going to take a break here. Weston up 26 at halftime.
The Wildcats
Hello and welcome back to Weston High School. Sorry for the loudness. Hello and welcome back to Weston High School for the second half of football here tonight. Weston up by 26. Start of the second half. 24 minutes left to go. Janavkar with the kick, and here we go. It's a boot. This one is in between and will be a touchback. The Cathedral sideline is hyped up for some reason.
I think they're just trying to get momentum going. They know they got blown out in the first
but is
half.
a touchback the? You know what? I'm gonna stop.
You just gotta get some adrenaline going to try to get back into it. Hey, we didn't muff this one. Let's get it going. No mistakes.
Connor, is that really what you want to have said?
But I think it's the mindset of having no mistakes.
This is true, or less. Don't let Santiago get killed this half, please. He's under center. This is a run. It's a good one. Oh my goodness! Gracious, lifted up off his feet. I don't know. I think it was
Ugo.
I think that was Ugo just went nope and stopped him right in his tracks, lifted him up. That's a play. Max Preps, if you're watching this, that's going on the highlight reel.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
Wow, huge hit.
Still good yardage.
Great yardage. 2nd and 5.
I think this is the first time seeing a quarterback under
center tonight. Yeah.
This is something that Weston always
used to do.
Did
it's a fullback run here. But short gain.
I mean, they knew they had to switch something up. They're getting good yardage here. 3rd and short.
It's a big 3rd down.
I mean, if under center's working, continue it. I don't know why you didn't do it sooner.
They're gonna move the chains. Actually, that's gonna be a 1st down.
Wow. I did not expect that.
Tavares Reed jogs off the field. The wedgie comes on.
Yeah, I think really a lot of fire coming out. I think Weston was kind of cooled off after the first half. They're like, oh, we're up by 26. No reason to keep going. And Cathedral's like, we have to take over now. When they're starting to take their foot off the gas, Cathedral is steaming with heat right now. They're really trying to put it to Weston to try to get back in this game. You have to assume Weston starts to get back into it soon. So Lecce comes on and then comes off. It looks like he might be having a bit of a little injury.
Tavares Reed stays off as well, though. Weston, not blitz. It's going to be another inside run.
Good
yardage. Just 3 yards right there.
I think they give him 4.
Maybe 4. And Lueche is going to go to Riz. This is.
Hope he's had a good game.
He's had a great
recovery. A few tackles in the backfield.
We'll keep you updated on that. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, so you're seeing Cameron Lofty come in on that kind of inside. I don't know how often he plays on the inside line. I think it's usually up for camp and then Lecce and.
This is. I mean, they're running.
Yeah, they're just
and he just kept chugging. That's a first.
Oh, I think the ball came out. Play is jumping on it. Might have been down by contact, but it is Cathedral.
This is a great start by Cathedral right now.
You saw a lot of players jumping on that ball.
This is a great change of play, taking advantage of what we alluded to earlier on in the game, as if Weston, the interior defensive line is having some troubles, and right now this power running game is. Lueche in some serious discomfort, something with his knee on the sideline. Not look good.
McManus and Tavares Reed checking up on him. We hope he's okay. He's had a really good game up until now. Comes Cathedral trying to bounce off that momentum.
I mean, you got to expect another run right inside.
1st and long here.
Here's another run. This is going to get that yards back in more. Great tackle by Connor Lehman in the secondary.
Yeah, I believe that is. That's Omarion Braggs. He had a huge run earlier in the half. This time breaks free for almost 20.
Wow.
Great job recovering from that 1st and 15. Just completely erased
Ate it all up.
Weston, if you're Weston, you can't let yourself get worried by this. Timeout, Weston. You you're trying to you're trying to regain, I assume. Both Tavares Reed and Lecce get looked at by Riz. Reed getting his hand taped up. It looks like Lecce is still out. But I think a big part of this defensive line is Reed
I'd say
getting back in there.
Tavares Reed probable to return. Lecce at this point looks doubtful. Where I'm sitting.
Yeah, I think kind of that switch from what they're normally doing has allowed Cathedral back in the game. I think Tavares Reed has got to
Fill
get
that
back
role.
in there, fill that mid gap. I mean, he is a strong guy.
Yeah, go to Twitter.
Reps.
Unfortunately, Twitter is not allowed to be used as an MLA citation. However, for us, it is good enough. You're welcome, English teachers. Okay.
Of course, if you want constant Weston sports updates, go to Weston Athletic on Twitter.
Yep.
I know. McGrath tweets on that constantly.
Yeah. Another inside run. This one stopped nicely by Weston for just a Actually, that's going to get 4 yards, I think.
Yeah, it looks like Webb got stopped short and then pushed through to get an extra, like, 3
he's
yards.
been the key right now.
It's sprinting it down the middle. The combination of Webb and Braggs on the outside, Webb in the middle, has just ran him down the field.
Lecce getting some tape on the sideline now. We'll keep you updated on that. As Santiago, another run, this time to... Wow, great play. That's Ian Carter right there, and that's huge.
Yeah. and you saw Santiago handed it off, and he got so far up the block. He was like 10 yards further, and then his player just got taken out in the back. Great play by Carter to take down Braggs.
Precisely. I mean, you know, that was a huge stop right there as Cathedral was really chugging on this drive, and they had a lot of momentum. That kind of shifted everything.
Comes Cathedral. A 3rd and long. So finally,
do you think we'll see a
Weston...
pass, or do you think we'll see Santiago's going to be under center with?
Yeah, I don't
in
know
the
if they
backfield.
can pass. I mean, obviously you could.
There's
take it-
timeout.
I
And
mean,
we'll take a quick intermission. Yeah, you can see us again. We'll allow it. You know, better from Cathedral, right, Connor?
yeah, definitely finding the groove, that under center play. It's a mystery why they didn't do it at all in the first half.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
worked so
it's
well.
worked. I think the trouble for them right now is this cannot be the only thing you do, right? You have to be
you're
able to
down
do
by
more
such
than
a
that.
deficit. Once Weston kind of figures it out, potentially players coming back.
Well, also the other thing
Tavares
is
Reed back in the
with
game.
time, right? I mean, they've killed 4 minutes off the clock, and they still got a ways to go before the end zone. I don't know if you can keep that up for a whole game, assuming Weston scores maybe one or two more times.
Yeah, I think a big thing is the energy. I mean, if this works, you get down the field, you get a touchdown, use a lot of clock, and then your defense has got to come up strong.
They've had a stop. They had a good stop last round.
Towards the end of the half, yeah. As we're coming back onto the field.
Same formation. It's a pass.
It's a
Oh,
pass.
wow. Santiago
Carter is on top of
There's
him.
a flag on the play. That one's going to be thrown out of bounds. I think the flag's probably going to be offensive.
I assume it's an offensive hold.
I think coach is probably going to decline it. Yep, it's going to be holding on the offense.
I know it's because Cathedral hasn't taken a field goal here, so you don't know if they're in range. I would doubt they're obviously in range. It's a high
Right,
school
I mean,
game.
think about it this
So I
way.
assume you decline it.
Yeah, but they're going to go for it either way, though, don't you think?
I guess they've got
So
to.
maybe you accept it. I would accept it. I think this is one of those scenarios where if you accept it, I think you're going to be beneficial. It's going to be more beneficial.
Yeah, but then you accept it and they get a big playoff.
Yeah, but your defense has
could've
been
been.
pretty stagnant against the big plays, though. Outside of one this half. right? So I mean, you just have to make sure you're not getting worse than 4th and 8. And if they're gonna run the ball, hold them to 5.
Yeah, it is declined. So
Wow.
4th down.
So that assume Cathedral goes for this. We'll see the outcome. We'll see if coach
I
is
mean,
right.
yeah, if Cathedral convert this, you always got to think about the what ifs. But I personally think it's the right play. I mean, they haven't converted many 3rd downs, let alone 4th. And then the pass play has not been good for Cathedral.
No,
I
it
mean,
is not.
the thing
They
you
have
get
connected.
first downs on is running.
But this
so.
is I think this is gonna be a pass here though.
I mean, you got 2 wide on the right side. I'd look at those 2. They've gotten targets.
It is. Oh,
Almost picked
boy.
off Lehman right in there to break
I'll tell
it
you
up.
what. Santiago is gonna get crushed from the backside if he didn't get that ball go.
Yeah, Santiago looks not the happiest at his O-line after that play.
I mean, if there was one more second, Murphy was gonna croak him.
yeah,
Folks,
I mean,
if you go back, you'll hear me wince. That is why I was wincing.
I mean, you can see
saw it.
he knew that he was getting pressure from the right side. Good awareness from Santiago to get the ball off, but then you just can't get it done by that amount of time. And
Yeah, so if you're Weston, what do? I think you just run the ball, keep it on the ground. You don't need to do anything special. Just run out the clock.
yeah, I think unless you're unless you get stuffed,
Unless you're in a
couple
3rd and long,
times.
I think you're running the ball.
especially how well the run game's worked
Yeah.
so far this game. A good opportunity for Cathedral, and then they get down to like the 35-yard line, and they decide to
Yep.
completely switch what worked.
Yeah.
And it did not help them out. Obviously, a penalty.
And Uga on the
caused a
touch
bit of
pass.
He's
he's gonna get
dives for a couple more. Gets 9 yards down to the 51 or 49.
Yeah. Wonderful run right there. Wonderful catch and run. As McManus has been mostly relegated to those little touch passes tonight. But hey, it's working and
Yeah, there's no. I mean, you could see they connected well, and they found pretty open guys on the passes. So maybe it's not a worry for Weston. I mean, run's working this well. Why
Right.
would you stop it? Yo,
run
Lehman,
to the right to Lehman.
he is going fast.
And he's going to get to the 45 of Cathedral for a Wildcats first down. Not something I've said a whole lot tonight.
A good tackle. I think that was Mark Murphy on the stop. A really good play because if Lehman broke that and got free, he might have been. I mean, there wasn't much left there, and he was off to the races, running well. Mark Murphy with a good stop.
Yep.
Crucial, but still a first down. How different this Weston team is with Ennis on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, with Van Houten, they always played it under center, and I think they were.
Lehman. He's going to
almost
get
just
back to the line of
taken
scrimmage.
down.
He's going to bring it back.
And he's going.
He's on the sideline. He
Oh
just
my
stood up.
Lord.
Oh my Lord. Marcelo
He
Bain just took one.
Yeah, he was trying to
He was
lay
trying
a
to give one
big
to
hit,
Lehman,
and
and
Lehman
Lehman just went, nope.
dropped the shoulder and took
Sorry.
him out. I think they marked him out of bounds earlier. But as I was saying, with Van Houten, they played it a lot under center. Yeah, but with Van Houten, they played it under center. They really got into more of huddles. When McManus now, he gets a play call and he runs on the field later, you know? Definitely different. It's probably calls the audible out there. Better memorization of the playbook this year could be. But
Yeah, I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it's working for us, and now we are in Cathedral. Ojo, I don't even know how he gained yards.
yeah, he gained probably just one though. Mostly back to. I think they're calling it back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Looks like
Oh, he's going to get.
a yard.
Oh, unless
It is third down.
it is
now.
third down. It was blown up in the backfield. That's why I was not expect.
Like
I mean,
Uga got
anything.
suplexed on that play as he ran down.
Uga
That was
makes some special play.
yeah, that was a mess in the backfield. Third down. Be interesting to see if they throw. I still doubt it, but there is
Yeah.
potential.
Have thrown it tonight. It is a throw.
Yeah. Open, Kazavinsky.
First reception tonight.
Got like a 13-yard gain.
Big game, whatever it is. That's
Down
a
to the
Wildcat.
21.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
Just outside of the red zone, as I say.
got coverage across the board. Ennis, I don't know if he either read the defense, coach told, but regardless, he coverage had his on the inside and just made a nice read. Bro,
As I say, I'd go for the run. They find the wide open man.
got the announcement. Welcome.
Looks like on third down, Cathedral, all they seem to do is blitz at this point. So
There's no
maybe the
high
passing
safety.
play.
Go over the top here.
Run outside to
Lehman.
Lehman. Looks like he's getting
He's wrapped up.
about 5 or 6 Cathedral players there.
Want to be careful about running back. It's an, you can take him.
I mean, seems like they're really focusing on Lehman and Uga, not letting them get free at all. This players kind of shadowing your running backs and kind of wide out one. I think they try to go somewhere else. Maybe
Right.
bring Hyder back in the game, or even just go for the pass like they have to a Branko or a Kazavinsky.
Have not decided to do.
This time the pass. Deep ball.
man.
Branko open. Yeah, a bit too far.
A bit too much on that. He had some.
Yeah,
Probably caused him to throw it a little much.
yeah, Branko there caused. he had a great route running. Got his man on the ground and open, but the ball just wasn't there. A good play call by Weston. I mean, they found the open guy. They saw his one-on-one
It was the
coverage
right
on
call,
the
it
deep
just
ball.
wasn't.
Yeah, and it's tough when a quarterback like McManus, he has so little throws in the game. Throwing deep
talented,
balls
though,
like
and
that.
this is the time when you own those.
Yeah, I think McManus has definitely.
No high safety coverage across the board. Looking for Wiz. Wiz.
Wow.
Listen, defenders. Oh, he's almost able to break it into the end zone. And Wiz. Is that better?
Mhm.
Sorry. I get excited,
You muted
guys.
yourself, Michael.
Oh, I'm mute.
I don't know how long it's been like that. Hopefully.
Well, hopefully it hasn't been too long. Otherwise, you've just been hearing Connor answer questions
Me.
that just who asked that? But Wiz, nonetheless,
Down
with
to
another
the
reception.
5-yard line. First and goal for Weston.
Clock at 3:15 remaining. This has been a quick third quarter, folks. Only 2 drives.
Yeah. Super quick.
Weston looking to put another touchdown on the board, bringing it to over 30 points. McManus on to
Drops
throw.
back.
Looking
Finds
for Sacco again and is unable to complete. That's gonna
that
be,
time a man on Sacco, but still
looked like
he
there
got
was
ahead of
2, I
it.
think. He was double covered.
Yeah, I mean, you think Cathedral were expecting the run there, but still got into good coverage.
Great coverage right there, I'd say.
Yeah, I would expect a run on this play. Run to the outside is Lehman or Uga, to get close to the goal line, if not a touchdown, and then depending on how they close
Right.
aside from there. But I expect a run. They seem at least to run a drive. Really, it's unlikely that they don't. Cathedral players clapping, trying to get into it, but so close to the goal line.
Yeah.
I think with the success so far this game, Weston will score, but
We'll see what
maybe
happens
this is a
here.
gift.
We wait the call. It's on the
Neutral
defense.
zone infraction. Half the distance to the goal line. Second down for Weston. Still, I expect a run.
Expected it more even now. It's
Yeah.
either that or maybe do like a quick screen to the outside and let your receiver make a play. But
Second and a
they're
few.
not in a bunch formation right now, so I just can't see it. Inside draw to Lehman.
It is, but he
There it
gets to the
is.
outside.
He
just
bounces
powers
outside.
through.
He had the A gap open. He bounced it outside. Connor Lehman with the vision. Better than mine.
Touchdown, Weston Wildcats.
And Weston go up by 32 points in the third, and this, folks, is now officially a blowout.
Yep.
I did call it from the beginning, didn't I, Connor?
If the quarter ends, the line was somewhat expected. Well, we will head into the most, along with play clock. Other ruling
A bit quicker and on a higher note.
in these big of
Janavkar boots it through for 1 point this time. Weston up by 33 points at this point.
yeah, he's hit a few, missed a few, but looking to get his rhythm. Taking the number
He had the one block and the one miss, and I think he's made the other 3.
taking the number 12. It's interesting. You never see a kicker with that number.
Yeah,
As
usually.
Van Houten wore it last year, but I think took number 5 after the Noonan that had it last year potentially.
Yeah, I can't
but
even remember, Connor.
Yeah, we've had a few.
Yeah, you usually don't see
jerseys
kickers with number 12. It's not.
Not typical. I know it, I don't know the ruling here,
They
but I
usually
assume
take
it's the
singles,
same.
right?
Typically, depending on your position, you have a specific set of numbers you take.
Right. Usually for kickers, it's like 1 through 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because McAfee was 1, right?
I think also see Janofka on some other positions. Him out in deep sometimes. Depending on position, you get.
Right.
Whatever.
Usually receivers are 10s, 20s. Quarterbacks are like 1 through like 18. I don't think there's ever been a 19. I don't recall. Linemen, both sides are 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
The linemen get 90s. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Connor and I are just making conversation.
yeah, it's so interesting. Oh, but
I don't know about so
if you
interesting.
can be the
It is
the Tom Brady of kicking, there you go.
I mean, look. I mean, who would be the Tom Brady kicking? Vinny, you think?
Yeah, probably.
Frank Tarkenton, maybe? He a quarterback. He was a quarterback. Apologies. Anderson. That was the Vikings kick, right? Morton Anderson.
I think you'd still have to give it to Vinny. I mean,
Yeah.
clutch factor.
To be fair, though,
alone.
there's only been one kicker to win the MVP. Vinny did not win it. I believe it was a Washington player during a lockout season ended up winning the MVP.
I did not know that. That is
Only
interesting
time
to say
ever.
the least.
.242 remaining here in the third quarter. Janavkar set to kick it off. And I don't know what to expect anymore from Cathedral.
I mean, I assume they're still gonna play the under center game. I mean, despite probably too big a comeback to mount, but I still expect them to try to get a touchdown.
Hey,
on
you're
the board,
working on next week at
get
this
some
point,
good plays.
right?
Working on
You're not
next
working
week.
on this week. You're working on next week. This
I think
game is
next week. We're here.
We are?
Again next Friday.
Is that
against
April 3rd or April
Boston Latin.
2nd?
April 2nd. I do think we also play away on. Gonna touch back. I think he might have buffed the catch again, but
He didn't touch it. No. Janavkar's had some beauties tonight, though. I'll say that. Looking
Yeah.
for the T.
I mean, it's
Finds
not like
it.
he had one.
His first
miss.
one wasn't very great.
I mean, he had one miss. The other one was blocked. I mean, I don't know how much blame you can play on a lot of these.
Well, the last
kick
snaps
plays,
are high snaps.
Most of the players just kind of stand around and let it happen. Someone was hustling, got there, but if you actually look on
And
the
then his
play,
first
but
kick of the game was a little bit of a.
it was shorter than
push.
expected, but
But the
looked
rest
out,
have been
you know?
incredible.
Got him before the 25 on that.
Is he one of the only players that we've announced 2 separate seasons here?
I'm thinking I treat soccer and basketball,
Definitely.
but
Not many. Jojo Uga, obviously, basketball and football. Santiago with the run. This time again.
out to Braggs. He's found room. Big tackle on the play. Uga bringing him down at the end. I think Fido also on the hit. But it did get him a first down, a good run.
Weston here, second down.
Although it doesn't seem like too.
Oh, sorry, Cathedral.
Oh, wow.
Murphy.
Ball
Ball's out.
lost on the
They're
handle.
awarding it to Cathedral,
Yeah,
but Murphy strips
He
it
was right there.
in the backfield. Great
I
play.
think it was actually a messed up handoff.
I'll tell you what, Murphy's had a great night tonight. He's been incredible. Murph came to play tonight. He did. Not expect this from him. He's been lights out.
Cathedral now looking at a second and long, 12 yards.
Clock is
13
moving,
actually.
folks. Not on the screen, though. Sorry. Sorry, man. It's not. Look, Connor's got a lot to think about tonight. He's got to talk to me, and he's got to run the scoreboard and the clock. So, talking to me usually is enough to keep a person occupied for a couple hours. So, he's got to do a little bit more than that. That's going to be a
Play
read option by
action.
Santiago, and he's just going to be run out of
Yeah,
bounds by Lehman.
It's negative yardage. I mean, walks out. Third and long. How many times have we seen that for Cathedral?
Third and a billion.
Looking like 14, I'd expect maybe.
Just a lot. We're up to numbers that shouldn't be happening more than
I mean,
once
if
or
they
twice.
fail this, you could look for another punt
Another
attempt.
fake punt. Please do not. Please, just run a regular play, or just punt it. Actually punt it. Don't fake punt it. Only the third drive of the third quarter, with 1:12 to go. Third down. We could see Weston get it back briefly before the fourth. Santiago here in with a winger. It's a pass. Rayson.
2 plays
Tavares
there. He
Reed,
gets by.
he
I think a
jukes.
hold on offense.
I think it's
though.
definitely going to be a hold.
And he just gets tracked down. Throws it out of bounds.
Santiago has been harassed all night tonight.
Yeah, so a third and actually they might decline it
They
again.
should just decline it and go to fourth.
Yeah, it looks like they're planning to.
I thought, in the last play, reason why you might have heard some chuckling was Rayson had a wide open opportunity to get to the quarterback and was walking.
I think the players are a bit.
He's definitely tired, right? But you think if
Yeah,
the
especially
quarterback's
with
there,
Lecce.
yeah, but you think if you have a chance to get a hit on the quarterback, you're going to be going all out.
Maybe Weston kind of maybe telling their players to lay off a little bit, especially this punt play. This time they punt it.
It's a real punt and another great bounce. A great bounce. Wow, that's going to roll all the way to the 36.
I think when they punt it so far off, like to the left, I mean every single punt. I think one of them would go out of bounds, but it looks like the Wolves keep going.
Both teams have had the roll tonight as well on the punts, man. I mean,
a bright spot is definitely Cathedral punting. I mean, it's
not
been
the
stellar.
punting, the rolls on the punts.
The bounces,
The
field,
bounces.
really working for them.
The actual punts themselves have been mediocre. Lehman at Riz, a definite concern for Weston.
Looks like he might just be getting arm taped up. We hope he's okay. I mean, for his first game of the season,
At this point, I don't think he
stellar.
He doesn't really need to play this fourth quarter, does he?
Yeah, probably let him rest. Get some touches to Uga. To
I wonder when
Carter.
Weston will bring in the subs. We're getting to that
I don't know
point.
how many subs have.
They have some on the sideline. Just depends.
I don't even. I mean, with Van Houten out after his surgery, I don't even know if they have a backup.
Well, I think McManus stays in, but I'm saying
Stays in.
receivers some reps.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
mean, I don't think you give it. Might not give it to you. I mean, here you probably run it out.
Carter with a great run. He's had a
Still fighting. Ooh.
God, he might have
Fighting
lost
for the
the
ball.
ball.
No, I think he kept on to it. I think they're calling him down. But a good 5 yards on the play.
Scary play right there,
At
though.
now at the 41.
Now, do players play with a mask on while they're on the field?
Yes, they.
Okay, because I cannot see.
Weston probably gonna let this go down to the 4th.
Unless they have to call a play.
There's 5 seconds left. Just letting it run down. As we head into
And that will be the
corner.
end of the third quarter. Weston up by 33. Connor, I don't know the mercy rules, neither do you, but we'll announce them as we
It is on the 4th quarter if it's 30 or more. And the 4th quarter is, I think, 42. Now, 30 or more. Weston has surpassed that. So, I think the clock always...
No matter what. Which means we have 12 minutes left of this game. We'd like to thank, of course, Jeb Bartholomew, Joshua Yee, Isaac Levine, all for helping us out here tonight. Joshua and Jeb have been on the camera upstairs. Isaac has been our trusty spotter. Mr. McGrath for... We'd like to thank Mr. McGrath for allowing us to do this, the head of the Weston Athletics Department, as Jeb's getting a nice breeze up there.
A huge gust of wind. The camera's still up. Hopefully no one fell off. That was a... Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, let's make sure everyone's good up there. That was
That's a big gust.
Holy cow.
I tell you what, if this was 20-degree weather, Jeb would be
Oh yeah.
furious.
Yeah.
Jeb would be furious at me.
We had about 4 guys substituting in and out during that 0-degree wind chill Thanksgiving game.
Man.
Torture. I mean, we were in the box and it was even.
We had
He's
one
moving
game.
the camera.
During
so
the soccer game one year, one time it was really cold, right?
Teams at Bartholomew is okay. Doesn't have to visit Res.
Go Jeb! Weston.
Here comes the Cathedral offense.
That's the Weston offense.
Weston offense, sorry.
Ian Carter.
Going!
He moves it! He's at the
30,
20, 10.
He's getting chased,
5.
though.
I
think he got
touchdown.
in.
I think it's a touchdown.
It is called a touchdown.
Woo! Wow, what a run. I was so stammered I couldn't even get a call out.
Yeah,
he just broke it free and I was like, is he gonna go? Is he gonna go? He crosses. That's Ian Carter.
Ian Carter on the run.
Touchdown. Ian Carter with the biggest touchdown run.
Yeah, it's not something you
night.
usually see from the fullback, really. But I mean,
Ian Carter,
just broke free.
he broke it loose and he turned on the Jets.
Mark Murphy tried to chase him down, but he was just
almost
too far
did.
ahead.
I mean, if we... Ian Carter looked a little bit gassed, I'm not going to lie. Janovka right through the uprights.
Yeah, one interesting thing to note that I was earlier talking about, score a touchdown, you almost always just stop the timer until the kickoff, and it just keeps running with mercy rule.
Rayson probably getting a little bit of smack talk over there from the Cathedral sideline, it appears, given his hand gesture there. Was not inappropriate, he just was moving his hand as to say they were talking, just to clarify.
Probably saying your old talk, especially down.
So, I mean, look, if you're down 40 and you're talking smack, you got something to figure out, because, look, if you're going to talk smack, you got to back it up, right? And who talks smack down 40
Yeah. I mean, especially if Cathedral talking smack, I mean, it's a statement for Weston. A statement for the season, first home game, a complete blowout. I mean, you're a Weston fan. You were excited for what's to come this season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited just being an announcer. I mean, it's 40-0, guys. I mean... Marceau checks into the game.
You know he asked you to say that, Michael.
Oh, Yeah, he definitely did. He specifically told me to announce his entrance.
Special
into the game.
teamer here.
Special teamer. Hey, but he is also a soccer player and a football
Ofker,
player.
the boot. I mean, another.
This one.
Well, that's
by
when they
Mark
caught
Murphy.
it. No muff. But
Jojo
Uga right
Uga.
there.
Wow.
Number
great
one to
tackle.
number one takes him down at about the. What is that? 17,
Under 9 minutes remaining
18-yard
here.
line maybe.
As Weston up big, in control, and with the lead, Connor. I mean, is there something more you can say tonight about Weston? I don't believe so. We've done everything right. We have had one drive that did not end in a touchdown,
Yeah.
which is just remarkable.
I mean, only one defensive play where Bain was wide spanking open for the rest of the field, but a dropped pass. That's the only coverage where you kind of get scared about. But I mean, it's been perfect play from West.
Perfect. I mean, and I do have to talk about. I would like to talk about Manny Santiago, excuse me, who has just been harassed all night in the backfield.
And he's made plays out of it. Definitely.
He's made plays. He's been let down by those around him, I would say.
Yeah.
Receivers, linemen. This one's gonna be run by Pires.
Oh, he keeps up and
stay
he's
up.
going. Wow.
Oh, wow.
He
He
finally
broke
gets taken
free
out.
from
But
Lehman.
that was a great. I think Lehman thought he was like pushed out of bounds there.
I
or
thought he was
something,
just
but
down and he got right back up and
just
kept
turned
running.
it around. I mean, gains an extra like
Look,
6
I'll tell you
yards
what,
on that.
the
He was
Pires
probably
brothers,
-1.
the Pires brothers tonight have been excellent. They've been one of the bright spots for the team, as
Yeah.
well as Braggs.
Yeah, the run game hasn't been terrible. I mean, a couple plays where you just get stopped, but
I think the
It's the
problem
only
for them
place
is
you
they
found
can get a
success.
penalty on a drive, and that really backs you up too much. But under 7 minutes.
yeah, but
sorry,
a
under
constant
8
probably
minutes
like
to go.
4 yards per carry for the Cathedral running back.
Yeah, it's not enough though, right?
Bags probably lead that group in a couple of
Still
huge
not
runs.
enough though. Second down. This is a keeper.
QB.
QB
He-
option.
That's
Wow,
That's a
Santiago
few.
kept that one. He pulled it right out of the socket, essentially, and just ran with it.
He was
Excellent
close to
play.
the first down, but still a few yards short.
I mean, at this point, again, we're running a running clock, so it doesn't really matter what happens. We're under 7 minutes, so.
Yeah, close to halfway done in this last quarter, finishing out our game. Cathedral hoping to get a score on the board, whatever means necessary. Using their run game. Kind of wanted to see him pass it a little bit, see what happens, but I think they're more content with just getting some yardage, potentially a touchdown, if the opportunity arises.
Yeah, I mean, we shall see. Manny Santiago and takes a
Trying to
snap.
hard count it.
It is a run to the left.
Connington gets a first and more.
Nice
Down
wrap up by Weston there
at the
after a big gain
42-yard
for
line.
him. Connington, big run.
Connington with a run to the 42. A good pickup.
Murph checks out. Great night for him. I mean, he just has played so well all night long.
Yeah, he on the edge. He gotten out into the backfield many times. A ball's
Almost
lost.
a fumble. Santiago gets it. Only
Yeah.
pushed out of bounds by number 42 for Weston.
Yeah, it looked like Connington thought he was getting the ball. Santiago thought it was a keeper.
Chase
Kind of a
Hinton on the
miscommunication.
push out there as Santiago makes another nice play to keep it
Keep it
alive.
alive. A miscommunication, but I
Not
mean, he
his
still
fault.
get yards out of it. I thought they might have like fumbled that or something.
I
but
thought it was going to drop on the ground. It stayed up.
yeah, the tug of war between two. 3-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for Cathedral High School of Boston.
Of Boston. It's your cousin from Boston. Have you heard that commercial?
Oh, it's terrible.
It's so bad. That is
Was it Sam Adams?
Sam Adams. I don't have personal experience.
Fortress.
I don't have personal experience with the Samuel Adams Boston Lager, but because of that commercial, I never will.
They could have got. Oh,
Jesus, that's
And
boy.
ball's not even caught.
Santiago took a hit there. That was low.
Yeah, great.
I thought he could have thrown it earlier.
Yeah,
he just
I think
decided
that's-
to pump and.
That's Wisnia inside. He's so quick, Leo Wisnia.
Man,
And then
if
the
he-
pass right to his. I mean, again,
Off the
Santiago
hands.
gets it
His
right to his
hands.
wide open teammate on a high pressure that
I think
just drops it.
out of all the passes, all the ones that have gone to the receiver have been a drop.
Yeah.
Has there even there's been like one completion, right?
There's,
That was on
there was
screen.
there's kind of a late screen to Connington that got him about 20 yards.
That was a long
but
time ago, though.
a very long time
It's been a
ago.
while between completed passes. I do feel like I am watching the Denver Broncos with Kendall Hinton right now a little bit. Just not completing passes. Hey, he hasn't thrown a pick.
That was
though.
a fun game.
It was a fun game. It was interesting. Hey,
For,
Kendall
tough
Hinton's-
luck for that kid. He got cut after that too.
I know.
Like what can you? He's a practice squad wide receiver. I mean,
Well, what can
and
you
then
do?
he asked the world of him. I thought it was gonna be Royce Freeman, but
Fumbled snap. Santiago stays on his feet. Great play. Smart play.
he doesn't want to take a hit. Huge gust of wind again. Hope everyone in the crew is okay. Cam was shaking. I did not know there was supposed to be these kind of winds.
Yeah.
And it's not even constant winds. It's like,
It's just
well, here
gusts.
comes 5 minutes and then a huge
I
gust.
believe the word is gales. If I'm correct. Gales of wind. Is that?
I do not know.
Someone
I have
can
an
look that
aunt
up for
named
me.
Gail,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I think it's GAEL, like gales of wind, but I'm not
That is
too sure. Someone can fact check me if they want to. I don't care.
this is football, not English.
Now, I know that. That's why I'm here. I'm here voluntarily. I'm not an English class voluntarily. That is state mandated,
4 years.
forced. 4 years.
Gotta learn your grammar.
Doing hard time, Connor.
Gotta learn your grammar.
2:30 left in the game, and we're winding up here. Weston up
Long
by
fourth down.
40.
Probably a pass play.
It's
Or
just
run
gonna
by
be a keeper.
Santiago. He has room to run.
He's gonna get
He's
there.
going, still running.
still up.
He's off
He
to the
deserves
races.
this. Great
Oh
tackle.
my goodness.
Gregoire Marceau, he deserves that. He deserves that call
God,
out right there.
What legs
Caught him
from
down.
Marceau to get
Makes
down
a
to
tackle, and
I mean,
that-
I thought there was potential. Santiago was gone, and then Marceau comes in
he
thunder feet,
just
making
sprinted.
use of his few minutes.
He sprinted. He came out of nowhere. I was like, "Is it?" And then he just came up. He's like, and then he stood up. He gave a little
a little flex.
We all saw the flex, all right? You know, maybe do that, like, I don't know, not after, like, a big gain for the other team, but...
I mean, it's kind of like a bit more of an extreme example, the DK Metcalf rundown. I mean, it's a great
That's
rundown.
true,
It's
that's
a great
true.
rundown.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
might be right.
could have saved a touchdown even.
It did, because the Cardinals didn't end up scoring on that drive.
Santiago outside,
caught!
finds open receiver.
Blown coverage for
Touchdown,
Weston.
Cathedral. That is Emmanuel Pyers.
That was just blown coverage by
Yeah,
Weston.
it looked like he was just on the edge and no one picked him up.
Look, Santiago deserves
Yeah,
he deserves a receiver.
good vision. Surprised there wasn't a drop there.
He deserves a receiver to catch a ball, right?
And the only receiver that can do so is the hurting running back.
Hey, you get what you get, right?
But a touchdown, nonetheless, for Cathedral. Getting some points on the board as this game winds down.
Hey, they won't
Under
be
a
shut
minute
out.
on the clock. They'll kick it. Kickoff will go. Weston will kneel it if there's even time for that.
Probably not.
As this game comes to an end, the potential to get it to 7, or going for 2
They're going
here.
for 2. Hey, why not?
Potential to get it to 8 if they get this. Otherwise, 6. Santiago runs it. I think he made it.
Smart play.
Yep. Touchdown, Santiago. Really carrying that.
It's a smart play right there. No one was open. Takes it himself.
Yeah. Number 6 caught the pass.
And that's
And
the
that
game.
is the ball game.
Weston wins 40-8. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. We'll see you next week. Weston High School Live. Go Wildcats.